Hello, everyone. I'm sorry for the lack of videos lately, but I kind of want to go over some stuff here. I want to talk about the channel plans, my plans to stop doing singles for a while, and a little bit of history on how my competitive Pokemon history. But let's go ahead and get started. So, brief competitive history. I started pretty much in black and white officially. I did play some stuff in platinum, but it was more like random 1v1s with people I found on Cerebi, and this is like way so long ago. I remember like saying in the Cerebi chat rooms and like talking about Pokemon and battling random people, and it was really fun. But I can't remember any of the teams. I think I remember using like a Blastburn Charizard. But yeah, my official competitive start was Black and White and VGC. I remember going to a website where you would like upload like Pokemon to the website and had their stats and all their like legitimate stats, and then you would go to the GTS, and that's how you obtained it through like a DNS exploit. So that was like my big discovery on the competitive, and that's what helped me get started. And I spammed all of that. I spammed VGC way into like at least until August, and that's when I discovered Smogon, which may or may not have been the greatest thing or the worst thing ever. Um, but yeah, it was pretty much just exclusively on console. As I grew older, though, Black and White, I was in high school, so I had plenty of time to like build a team, theorize, all that fun stuff. But over time, it got worse and worse for me because I had to get a job and I gotta do full time, and it was just so hard on me. And when I found Smogon, realized I could make a team right away. It was super good. Was super good. Now Smogon, I discovered OU and I played that, and I was dumbfounded at how different it was compared to VGC. I was like, I saw Stealth Rocks, I saw Mythicals. I was like, we can use Mew, and then I saw Hoopa Unbound. I'm like, what is this? Because I didn't care about Mythicals. I played VGC. We couldn't use Mythicals in that, so I never cared for it. So that was definitely fun, but I did suck at it, and I still suck at it. I mean, have you seen my Not Dex videos? It's not exactly looking good for me, especially the last two matches. I lost both, by the way, but we'll talk about those in a minute. I did go back to VGC and Sword and Shield for pretty much the majority of the time. A lot of it was on console until the very end when I started going using Smogon for that. The reason why is because I'm sure most of us remember OU and the Dynamax days. That was not fun. I think I played two games and went, nope, Ditto's OU. Something's wrong. I'm not coming back. And that pretty much just stayed that way. I just played nothing but VGC. Now I ended up coming back to singles late, mid or late last year. I want to say it was around August. A friend of mine, Jerome, I've mentioned it before on the channel. He was doing a Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon draft, and we kind of had like a joint coach thing. Because originally I was asked to do it, but I was too scared. I was like, I haven't done singles in like 3 years. I don't want to. I don't know if I want to do this. But Jerome offered me to like do a joint thing where he plays a game and I play a game, and I was having fun. I lost some of the games, but it wasn't that big of a deal. So I was like, okay, I'll play some singles more now. So I ended up playing more draft singles, and unfortunately, every single one of them, I either go even or I like go like more losses and less wins than I want. So I've been doing that for a while now, and honestly, up until now, I just haven't been improving. I've hit a roadblock in Nat Dex where I've been like sitting at 1500s. Like I go up a little, and then I go right back down. I go down, I go up a little. It's just I don't know. It's just not fun anymore for me. I'm getting heavily burnt out over it. So I'm gonna start focusing back on VGC. Now the reason why I kind of stopped playing VGC in recent times is because a Regulation H was really boring. It was Arcaludon or Sneasler teams on the ladder, and it was that was it. It was like that was the main bet. It was if you weren't using either of those teams, you were just pretty much asking to lose more than you would win. The one I think it was Regulation F, where you had like the Paradox and Legends. That was so much fun because yeah, there was some meta teams and stuff, but you could still get away with like a goofy team and make it work. Like I had a Galarian Moltres team with a Sinistcha and Tornadus. I can't remember the other three, but I would like stomp with Galarian Moltres because Sinistcha would like keep healing it and keep reprocking Berserker. So that was super fun. But yeah, Regulation H, you don't have two of the three Mons, and it was just boring. And I'm also not a fan of Restricted either. Restricted is, I mean, Double Restricted is a little more fun. I did not like the singles one. More power to you if you like it. I played a grand total of like maybe 5 games in Regulation G, and I just didn't like it. So I kind of just took a back seat. But then I was asked. I did do some Regulation H drafts, but again, it was better than ladder, but it was kind of like, I miss my paradoxes and legends. I miss making wacky teams with those. So I was like, whatever on those. But then a buddy of mine, AC, he mentioned, "Hey, give doubles OU a try," and I gave that a try, and it was actually pretty fun. 6v6 doubles. It does have the VGC spirit, but instead of 4v4, it's 6v6, so that was pretty fun to do, and I've been playing that. Also been playing a little bit of Ranbats OU, doubles OU, and that can be crazy, but it's still fun. I was having a lot more fun than I was in singles for sure. So I'm gonna get back into that. So plans going forward for the channel, I'm gonna finish out the NatDex drafts because it's like 2 weeks away, and there's no way I'm gonna hit playoffs. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably going 1-9. Definitely my worst performance. It definitely wasn't the low tier Radical Red draft where I went 5-0, and 3 of those were wins and 2 of those were forfeits. But hey, that was way better than what I'm doing now. I'm gonna focus on in-depth VGC videos like team building matchups and maybe a video or two of me prepping. What I mean by that is I'm gonna record a video of one of my matchups. I'm gonna go, okay, here's the team that I'm up against. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm thinking about doing, and then I'm gonna show you how I do it, how I EV spread, and then at the end I'll be like, okay, so I sent this over to someone to like spot check it, and this is what they recommended, so I made these changes and blah blah blah. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'm gonna do that completely, but we'll see what happens. I might just do one video just to help newer people out. I know in the VGC draft I mean there's quite a few new people sometimes where they have the idea but they kind of struggle, and I want to help them out the best I can because I was there too. Even though I played VGC since 2011, I still have my moments where it's like, dang, I need to look up something for this really quickly. So yeah, I can't imagine what they're going through, having to start from scratch on draft. Now, I won't be quitting singles completely. I'm just going to be taking a hiatus on it. I am in a Radical Red singles, and I did make a team recap for that. Well, kind of. I didn't record it yet, but I had the slides made, similar to what the previous two were. But the reason why I haven't gone forward with recording it is because I'm just burnt out on the singles, and I don't want to, like... I don't plan on making replay videos of that league either. So it's like, why would I upload a team recap of it if I'm not going to really be doing anything else? I might do a speedrun recap because I know some people in that Discord are asking about it. So I might do a really quick, like 10-15 minute video, but it won't be nearly as in depth. And I do plan on maybe releasing a Pokemon game tier list. I have it set up actually, so I might do that tomorrow, depending on how things go. But yeah, I'll probably do that, and then people can scream at me about why I was wrong, or maybe they'll praise me for my choices. Probably going to be the former. So let's talk about the schedule going forward. The main VGC channel that I'm in, I talked to someone there, one of the helpers, and they expect it to start mid to late May. It's definitely not going to be April. Originally, it looked like it was going to be April, but they pushed it back, which is fine. It's the later the better, honestly, because this Radical Red draft I'm in is going to probably take up most of the month anyways, and to next month. So the later they can start, the better it would be for me, so I don't have to be doing 2 drafts at once here. When that draft happens, I will for sure make an in-depth team building video. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to record every 3 picks, I'll make a recording. If I'm a wheel pick, I'll probably do every 4, and then I'll go over like why I picked this. Same thing as you see before, but this time it'll be fresh in my mind, and I won't be talking so long, because that NatDex video I made, I talked all the way through, and man, it was not as easy as I thought it would be. I was taking a drink of water every like 30 seconds. So I'm going to be doing that. That'll be much easier on me. The ideas will be fresher. And then I will release in-depth MUs the best I can. This means I'll try to do it like before. If you see my low tier Radical Red, it's going to be like that, but with like an extra page. And I'll try my best to do it. Sometimes I might make it shorter. We'll see how things go, just depending on how I'm feeling. And then might be a speed tour going on in this Discord next week. I don't know what day it is. It's going to be like an all-day thing. It's my first one too, and I'm hoping I can make it, but I sleep during the day, so I may have to wake up like super early for this, and we'll see if I'm able to make it. If I can, I might do a live recording like you see now, except it's going to be like live, and I'll edit out all the filler stuff later. Because it's supposed to take I think it's like 10 minutes per pick, so people have to pick really quickly. And I'll just go over my thoughts of like, oh, I'm picking this because it goes well with this, or I'm picking this because I have an idea with this one later, but you get the idea. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you for sticking around. To anyone in the Radical Red Discord watching this, I will probably release that team recap later Thursday evening or early Friday morning. But like I said, it's gonna be a speed run. It's gonna be like, here's why I picked this because I picked this, and that's it. That's probably what it's gonna be just going forward. Like I said, I'm not super into it because like I'm not planning on uploading replays. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get on that as soon as I can. Everyone have a nice day. Bye bye.